How to add a cash incentive term in Nakisa Lease Accounting. Hello, Amina here. I'm an accountant and will walk you through cash incentives in Nakisa Lease Accounting. A cash incentive is money paid or reimbursed by a lessor to a lessee. If I am the lessee, it will reduce the right of use asset but has no impact on the lease liability. Today, we'll go through how to add a cash incentive at inception and how you can add it mid-lease through a lease event. Let's start with how to add a cash incentive at inception. My lease component is in defined status, and I've navigated to the Terms and Conditions page. There is a base rent term already created. Now I'll add a cash incentive by clicking on the plus icon, where I can add either lease or non-lease terms. Here I select lease. I've selected a payment term as my lease payment type. Now I select cash incentive. As a consequence, payment and amount frequencies are automatically locked to one time, ensuring that they are not confused with recurring payment terms. Next, I'll enter the amount of the cash incentive as a negative value and select the payment date. At inception, the payment date must be on or before the ROU start date. When I'm happy with my inputs, I click Submit. I have successfully added the cash incentive to the lease component. I will review its inputs before sending it for approval off-screen. Let's assess the financial implications and the journal entries resulting from the cash incentive. Once the activation group has been activated, I can select one of the financial schedules. I view the Asset section within the All Columns Financial Schedule, where I can see the cash incentive's effect on the right-of-use asset. I click on the Event Journal icon to view all inception postings, including one for the cash incentive. Each financial document resulting from the event are displayed within individual tabs. I select the Incentive tab. Here I can view the incentive posting, reducing the right of use asset, debit and credits, and displayed for all GL account in contract, company, and group currency as per system configuration. And that's it. I've successfully added a cash incentive at inception. Now, let's see how to add a cash incentive after activation through events at the lease component and activation group levels. We start by adding the term within the lease component. I click on the Event button and enter a suitable event name. I click Submit. This creates a draft version of the lease component where I navigate to the Terms and Conditions page, where I again select a lease payment term. I follow the same steps as before, entering $5,000 as a negative value. Upon reaching the first payment date, I can enter any date within the lease term. I select June 1st, 2026. Once happy with my inputs, I click Submit. My cash incentive has been added, and I'll send the lease component for approval off-screen. Once it's approved, the cash incentive term is added to the activation group. I click on the Event button. I enter an event name and set the modification date to be aligned with the first payment date of the cash incentive. I'll select Terms and Conditions Reassessment as the modification reason and click Submit. In this draft version of the activation group, I can set the toggle for the cash incentive term as likely to exercise. Doing so ensures it will have an impact in the financial schedules. I will go ahead and complete the approval workflow off-screen. Let's assess the financial implications and the journal entries resulting from the event. I select one of the financial schedules. I view the Asset section within the All Columns Financial Schedule, where I can see the cash incentive's effect on the right of use asset. I click on the Event Journal icon to view all inception postings, including one for the cash incentive. And that's it. I've successfully added a cash incentive mid-lease through events, as well as at inception. Thanks for watching.